doctor's appointment yet. I'm actually headed to my primary to just get some routine blood work done. I'm nervous. I'm anxious. I curled my hair last night so that way it would look kind of cute, better than maybe what it normally would look like. So I just gotta get my makeup on and clothes on, and we will be on the way. John's going with me, thankfully, because I'm nervous, and he's just kind for agreeing to come with me. Actually, it was his idea, so it was very nice of him, and I'm very appreciative of it, because I really don't want to go to this appointment by myself, because it's going to be like a 2 or 3 hour long appointment, and there's going to be a lot of information, and so I'm glad to have him there to kind of absorb some of that information with me. So I weighed this morning because I just wanted to have an idea of what it was before I actually went to this appointment today and got weighed, because my appointment's at noon. Obviously I'll have eaten, at that point, and so I will weigh more. But I weigh 320 and 2 ounces this morning, which is not surprising because I ate like absolute garbage this weekend. So I'm not really surprised that my weight went up. So, but oh well, here we go. Let's go get some blood work, and then we can get this day on the road. Okay, blood work is done. That girl was good. She just popped it right in there and wham bam, she was good to go. So I have to go home, eat breakfast real quick, and then start getting ready. Gonna put a little bit of makeup on. I don't know if anybody else is like this, but like when you're plus size and you're going to the doctor and it's about your weight, I just want to make sure I look nice, because I don't, I just don't want it. There's such a reputation with people who are plus size or overweight or whatever that we're lazy and we're all these things, and I just want to make sure that I have a little bit of confidence that I look halfway decent, which is why I curled my hair, and then I'm going to put some makeup on and, try to have a decently nice outfit. I'm not like going to dress up or anything, but have somewhat of a nice outfit on so that way I look a little bit put together. So we're going to go home, get ready, eat breakfast, or probably eat breakfast then get ready. And then we are leaving at 11:30 to head down there. My appointment's at 12. So I have to get Maverick's stuff, get him ready, like clothes and stuff for school, and then get Whitney ready and stuff. So yeah, we shall see how the morning goes and how the day goes. So I will see you guys at some point. So bye. I'm here. I'm nervous. I'm in the bathroom. Hey guys, as you can tell, I am back home. Oh, what a day. What a day. What a day. I started off the day getting blood work and I ended the day, well, we're ending the day like soonish, but anyway, my weight loss appointment went really well. I met the NP, a dietitian, they have multiple ones, and a workout specialist, and they have multiple ones of that too. And I really liked all three of the people that I met today, and I'm really excited. So the NP prescribed me a medicine that it's for ADHD, but it's also been treated or been FDA approved for treatment for binge eating, which this NP thinks that I have. So we're gonna start that tomorrow and see what that does. But all in all, it was a really good appointment. It was a long appointment, but it was really good. I'm really excited. I start tracking tomorrow. I got a food scale because I'm supposed to be weighing like meat and things. So, yeah. They're very much like, they are not really as focused on like a weight number versus a lifestyle change. Like before, you used to have to lose a certain percentage of weight, where now they just focus on like a 6-month consecutive lifestyle change before you can have surgery. So that's what we're starting tomorrow. Yeah, it's been a good day. It's been a lot of information and a lot of things, but they're really good about like realizing and like encouraging that this is not an overnight switch. So like the dietitian was like, pick one thing and try to meet that goal. Like try to up your protein in lunch or whatever. And once you get that down, then you switch to something else, and then you switch to something else. So, I'm glad about that. I'm really glad that it's not this like, you know, super difficult situation. And they're not like, oh, you have to cut everything out and you can never have this and you can never have that. I think it's more of like you eat a more whole and balanced food, and then, you know, you learn how to do that. And I am 35 and going to be learning how to do that. And so like I'm looking forward to being able to like go ahead and teach my kids like this is what a healthy meal looks like. And so that's the update. It was a really good appointment. I go back in a month, and hopefully you know, there'll be good things that appointment too. So yeah, I will see you guys later. Bye. Good morning. So getting ready to eat breakfast. I have logged my breakfast except for the thing that I'm gonna have. I'm gonna have smoky links too, but I don't know how many, so I don't want to log that yet until I know how many I'm gonna have. But I'm having egg bites with sausage and pepper and some ranch, which I did measure out. That is gonna be the hardest thing for me, is measuring things out, because I'm not used to that. But that's okay. I'm supposed to slow down my eating, be more mindful of eating. Hi. You want some eggs? You want a bite? Let me get you some eggs. Oh my goodness. You buy mommy's? Oh, you got the thing. That's probably gonna be one of the hardest things is like slowing down my eating and like being more mindful while I'm eating, because I have 2 kids. Obviously this is one, the other one's asleep still. But like, I don't have time necessarily most of the time to take 20 minutes to eat. But it's only gonna be a lot of work, a lot of things I'm not used to doing, like the tracking and measuring and all that. So, but you know, it'll be worth it. So my goals for the month are 5,000 steps. So 5,000 steps. And then from the dietitian, my goals are to like slow down while I'm eating, be more mindful while I'm eating, and increase my fruits and vegetables, because I really don't eat a whole lot of fruits and vegetables. So we will be doing that. They don't want you to go between 5 hours, any longer than 5 hours between eating, which I think I do that between breakfast and lunch, because my breakfast is typically a fairly high protein meal, because I have a protein shake coffee. And like now I'm having, you know, I'm incorporating eggs as well. So I don't typically find myself super hungry in the afternoon. They don't want you skipping meals. I got a food scale yesterday so that I can measure out meat, because they did say that is better. It's better to measure. It's better to weigh your meat than like try to measure it in like a cup form. So yeah. Her birthday is on the 26th. She will be 1. I'm not ready. So, I have her outfits ready for her pictures that we're gonna do, but I don't have like party stuff ready. I even measured out the ranch. I honestly think 1 tablespoon probably would have been enough. So we'll try that tomorrow. All right, I'm gonna finish eating. I'll see y'all later. Bye. Come back. So we've had a bad morning. Honestly, not a good morning at all, like at all. And I just dropped Maverick off at school, and I feel horrible because, like, I don't ever want him to have to go to school after us having such a bad morning, because, like, I just, like, he's not a bad kid, and I don't want him to feel like he's a bad kid, but part of me feels like I very easily could have made him feel like a bad kid this morning. And now he has to go to school. And being a parent sucks sometimes. It's just so hard to, like, know how, like, I don't know what I'm doing. And I don't, you know, it's like, how am I supposed to teach him to process his emotions and not blow up and all this stuff when I don't know how to do that? Like, that's why we've had a bad morning, because, like, he would not listen to what I was telling him to do, which was just get down and leave the water alone. And so it's like, I ended up yelling at him. And then I was like telling him that yelling at him was the last thing I wanted to do. And that I hate yelling at him. But it's like, he won't listen. And I don't know how else to get a reaction out of him to where he will listen. And like, it just sucks. It just sucks. And then like, now I'm on this program, which I'm thankful for, because, you know, it will hopefully help me have a better life physically. But I am such an emotional eater that like, something like this, I would very much just, I have no, like, if I was not on the program, if I had not just started the program, I would very much just go drive through Taco Bell or McDonald's or anywhere really that could give me some comfort food, because that's how I deal with emotions, is through food. And now I don't know, I can't do that, and now I don't know how I'm not supposed to do that when I've done this for 15 years of my life, probably. I don't know. It just sucks. It just sucks. Whitney's asleep. I should go home, do things at home, but like, also part of me, I just want to drive, just because she is asleep. She'll stay asleep if I'm driving. I don't know. It just sucks. It just sucks. It just sucks. Anyway, I'm gonna drive around a little bit, let her get at least a good nap, and then I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm not really hungry, but I probably should eat something so that way I don't end up in the same boat I was in yesterday, so yesterday was day 1 of the program. I'm tracking and everything, and I got my steps in. I got 5,000 steps, but I did not get my water in. I ate over my calories, and you know, whatever. It was day 1, so you know, I'm not gonna beat myself up too hard about it. It, you know, is what it is. But I really just want to go get some like donuts or something. But I have had 32 ounces of water, so that's better than yesterday at this time. And I had my egg bites and smoky links, and then I have my protein shake for breakfast too. But I kind of drank that throughout the entire morning, so I'm really not hungry at this point. So part of me, I don't know, maybe like that maybe I should move that to lunch and have that be my lunch. I don't know. I guess it's just a learning curve, the whole thing. And then you just throw having a bad morning on top of it. I don't know what these people are doing, but I'm gonna go ahead and go. So we got gas. We were at 1/4 of a tank. We're at 3/4 of a tank now. So I think we're good to go. Okay, so I've been doing really well. This is my 3rd day on the weight loss clinic program. And the day 1, I didn't do great. I got my steps in, but I did not get my water or my, I ate over my food calorie. So that was a bummer. But day 2, yesterday, I got my steps in, I ate under my calorie count, and I got my water in. So that was good. Today is going so far so good. typically for breakfast have, like what I've been having for the past 3 days, is an egg bite, Smoky Links, a protein coffee, and my water. But today, because I knew I was coming to, I was going to be doing this pickup kind of during like lunch time, I decided to not have my protein coffee until now. So we're drinking the protein coffee. It's 10 ounces of Donut Shop medium roast, I think, from Kroger, and I don't know how many ounces there are in any container of the Premier Protein birthday cake, I think, or cake batter, one of the two. So I'm gonna have that kind of as my lunch today, and then like when we get home and stuff, if I get hungry before supper, I will have some vegetables. So that's my plan. But I'm feeling good on the journey so far. However, but my primary care physician and myself have been tracking my blood sugars for a while, because I've been getting closer and closer to the type 2 diabetes line. And so I had some blood work done, and that blood work came back that I am type 2 diabetic. And so he has suggested, pause for dramatic effect, Ozempic. I know, there's a lot of stuff going on around right now about it. And it is what it is. He is suggesting that because he feels like it'll help control my type 2 diabetes. And so I contacted the weight loss clinic to see if I could be on it while doing the program. And because if I can't, I want to do the program regardless. So like if they said that no, you have to choose one, I would choose the program hands down, because for me, this is so much more than just losing weight. It's learning how to be healthy and how to eat and how to make lifestyle changes to be successful in, weight loss is almost like just a bonus for me, because I want to be healthy. I want to show my kids what healthy eating looks like. I want to show my kids that you can cope with your emotions without food, because that's my biggest thing, is I'm constantly, that is how I cope, is with food. And so the program is going to help teach me how to eat in a healthy manner, how to portion control, how to, all of those kind of things. And that is the priority for me. So the fact that I can do the Ozempic while doing the program is just kind of like, okay, that's great, sure. And like the other side of it too is like, okay, I do the Ozempic, I get the type 2 diabetes under control, and then my insurance won't pay for it anymore. Well, if I don't do the program, then I'm screwed the pooch on that, because I won't have, learned how to be better, eat better, be healthier in the whole of my life versus just food or just a shot or whatever. You know what I mean? So that's that. I'm going to be, I'm not sugarcoating, I'm not hiding any aspect of this journey. I'm forefront about all of it. And so that is a new addition that I've not started yet. My insurance has approved it. And so I'm just waiting for it to be ready at the pharmacy. So yeah, it just is what it is, and I'm okay with it. I'm okay. The fact that the weight loss clinic is okay with me being on it, I am okay with being on it. like I said, if they said, no, you have to pick one, I would have easily picked the program, hands down, no matter what. That's a conversation my husband and I had. It was like, okay, you do the shot and then you get off of it because your type 2's better, but you don't ever change how you eat, or you don't learn how to eat better, or you don't learn how to cope in better ways that aren't involving food, then you're right back to it. So, long-term lifestyle change is the goal for me right now. And that's my main priority. So, just a little update that I wanted to give. And like I said, when we get home, if I'm hungry, that's been a big thing too, is like trying to figure out, am I hungry or am I not hungry? That's been an interesting situation because, I don't know. I don't know what those cues feel like. And a large part of that is because I kind of assumed that I was this way, but I've never been treated for it. I've never been diagnosed with it. But the nurse practitioner at the weight loss clinic did diagnose me as a binge eater. And she said that is the largest eating disorder that is untreated. And I don't know, I think because for me, like, because of the fact that I don't purge, I've never been a purge or eat type of person. I've never really thought like I needed help. For that situation, in the sense of like, I just didn't think anyone would help because like, well, you don't throw up, so you don't really have an eating disorder. And like, I'm not saying I have an eating disorder. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like, this is the information I was given, and she is giving me medicine to treat it, which is just supposed to help kind of quiet down the voices in your head of food, which I will say, like, this is my third day taking it, and I don't want to say like it's, I'm trying hard this first week, so come next week, I don't know, will I notice a difference? I hope so. I don't know, but like this week I'm trying really hard to do well and do the right things, and so part of that is really trying to just reverse how I normally would eat. Like, typically I would just eat and eat and eat and eat and eat, and I would eat, and then like 30 minutes later I'd be like, oh, I want something else, or oh, I want this, or oh, I want that. Or like, the hardest thing for me, my daughter still gets up in the middle of the night, and like, this was one of the questions they asked, is if I wake up in the middle of the night to eat, and the answer truly to that is no, I don't. However, I get up with my daughter because she still wakes up at night, and when I'm up with her, I eat. And in my mind, I justify it of, oh, I need to eat something to keep myself awake. And even like last night, I was up with her, and it was 1:30 in the morning, and I was so tired. I could barely keep my eyes open, and I was warming up a bottle for her, but she had fell back asleep. And I thought, okay, if she stays asleep, then we'll go back to bed. And she did, so we went back to sleep, and she didn't stay asleep for very long. She didn't want the bottle. And so, but I the whole time I was up with her, the very first time at 1:30, I was like, oh, I gotta eat something, I need to get something. Well, the convenience things are, oatmeal cream pie, or something I can eat with one hand, and quick, and, and quiet, so I don't wake her up. And, so I was thinking, oh, I'm gonna have to get oatmeal cream pie because I've got to stay awake. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired, blah, blah, blah. And then as she sleep, I was like, you know, I just kept telling myself, like, you're doing good. You did really good yesterday or today, you know, that day or whatever. And it was like, don't throw it away. Don't throw the effort you put in today. Don't throw it away by having an oatmeal cream pie. Don't do that to yourself. Don't self-sabotage yourself, because that's what you're used to doing. And just because you're used to self-sabotaging doesn't mean you have to continue to self-sabotage. But I have to almost like say the words out loud. Don't do this to yourself. Don't do this to yourself. You worked really hard today. You did really good to make sure you ate within your calories and didn't, starve yourself, or didn't overeat, or didn't like I had like 100 calories left or whatever for the day. And so I was like, just don't throw yourself under the bus, because that's what you're used to doing. It's an excuse of, oh, I'm so tired because she's up and blah, 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 and I gotta stay awake and I gotta eat to stay awake. Well, the reality of it is, even if I ate the oatmeal cream pie, I'd still fall asleep because I'm tired. Like, my logic is, in a food-focused logic. And, I'm very much the type of person that, like, any kind of celebration has to have food. You don't get together without, food. That's just what you do. And, that's not the case. You can get together and have an enjoyable time together without having food involved, without needing to have food involved. And, these are things that I just have to learn and figure out how to, like, override those like, deep-seated thoughts that I've had for over 20 years. And, I just have to be the one, because it's my responsibility. It's no one else's responsibility. And so I have to be the one to hold myself accountable. And it's very difficult to do that when for 20 years your go-to has been food. And so I don't know. That's just where I'm at right now. And hopefully I can get figured out the process of how to be successful long term. And hopefully, I think the weight loss surgery, and I don't even know if I'm gonna have the weight loss surgery at this point. Like, my insurance covers both the surgery and the non-surgery, and so at this point I really don't know. I don't know if I'm going to have the surgery or if I'm not. It just depends, I think, on how much I change, how much I adjust my lifestyle. And I don't know yet. And so I guess we'll just kind of see how life goes and how it changes over the next 6 months. My insurance for surgery, my insurance requires a consecutive 6 months of appointments. So I'll have to go monthly for 6 months straight. If I miss a month, basically, then I'm starting over. And so obviously I don't want to do that, even if I don't have surgery. So, yeah, that's the update. That's where I'm at. That's how things are going. Anyway, all right, I'll see you all soon.